All right, this is Lab 81. It's called the Net Force Challenge. In this lab, you will need to understand what a balanced force is and an unbalanced force. Remember, a balanced force means there's a net force of 0, and it could also mean there's a constant speed. But a unbalanced force means there's a change in speed, so if it goes slower, decelerates, or faster, accelerates. Also, it could have a change in direction. For the challenge today, it says, how can you tell if the forces on an object are balanced or unbalanced? Okay. So the materials, you have your wooden block. These are called force meters. On the force meter, you can see that it's measured in newtons. Okay. Then we have our 2 metal cylinders and a rubber band for liquor. All right. So for procedure part A, we're looking at balance forces. What you're going to do is you're going to pull both sides of the block with 1 Newton of force at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate that. All right, so this is your block. We're going to pull with 1 Newton of force at the same time. Here we go. All right, and then you can see what happens to the block. And then record what happened to the block, and record what a net force diagram would look like for this one. Remember, when you draw a net force diagram, you'll draw your block, and then you'll record how much newtons of force you pulled to the left and how much newtons of force you pulled to the right. In this case, it was 1 Newton on both sides. The second part is part B, unbalanced forces. This time, we're going to pull one side with 1.5 newtons of force and the other side with 1 Newton of force. And we're going to write down what happens. So taking a look at this, I'm going to pull 1.5 on this side and only 1 on this side. Okay? So here we go. And record what happens. Again, please draw your net force diagram to show this demonstration. Remember, 1.5 newtons to the left, 1 Newton to the right. All right, so part C is the challenge part. This time you have to determine if it's a balanced or unbalanced force. It says that we're going to pull the block with weights on it so that it becomes a steady pace. So I'm going to remove one of our force meters, or both of them, and I'm going to add my weights to it. All right, so first we need to determine how many newtons of force it's going to need in order to have a constant pace. Okay, so we're pulling it so that it's a constant pace, and it's about 0.1 newtons. So please record that in your notebook. All right, now looking at your block here, all right, if I'm pulling at 0.1 newtons and we have a steady, constant pace, let's try it this way. It's not really working. All right. Okay. So we have our constant pace. As you can see, it's not speeding up, it's not slowing down, it's not changing direction, it's just a constant pace. So now you're going to write down if it's balanced or unbalanced, and make sure you draw the force diagram of this demonstration as well. But please think about friction and how that also plays a force role in this challenge. And then at this time, you have analysis questions 1 through 5 to do, and that concludes Lab 81, the Net Force Challenge.